we are back. Welcome back to the channel. My name is Laggin. This is Grounded 2. Okay, so we got some pretty cool stuff today. What you're seeing right here is the roadmap to Grounded. And if you look at the top here, it says fall update, winter update, summer update, future plans, which means this game will be in development at least through 2026. So that should give everybody a good timetable on what to expect with the development process of the game. Now, let's look over here at the fall update because, you know, summer is already almost over, so fall will be here before you know it. And we've got some really cool stuff coming this fall. Now, stay tuned to the end of the video because I will go over the winter, summer, and future plans as well. But right now, let's just focus on the fall update because it is the topic of today's video. You'll see some references to AXL here. That is Axel, and Axel is the rumored Tarantula coming to BROOKHOLLOW Park. So as you can see this fall, we're gonna get the Axel recipes, Axel's arena, which should be his boss arena. We're gonna actually take a look at the boss arena in today's video. We're gonna have building grids, various quality of life improvements, hot pouch on buggies, very cool, an Axel Park boss. So that's telling you that not only are we gonna have the arena, the boss will be brought in as well. So we're gonna have our first boss fight, real boss fight, in Grounded 2 coming this fall. So what makes everybody so sure that Axel is going to be a spider boss instead of, let's say, a frog or a lizard or something like that? Well, the answer lies within BROOKHOLLOW Park already. In the park, there's a terrarium that has been knocked over and is partially opened, and as you can see right here is a very menacing looking picture that says, "I bite," on the lid of it. And a different view of the terrarium will reveal the name Axel with a picture of a spider next to it. So everything's adding up. It does look like a tarantula is coming to Grounded 2. If you look inside the terrarium, whatever was in here isn't in here any longer. It is scurried off somewhere in the park, and we're all gonna find it this fall. But you can check out some of the arena right now. If you come over to this section of the map, this is in between the two pine trees. You'll see a root coming out of the bushes. You can build up to this root, and from there, I would recommend saving the game, of course, because once you're inside of this arena, you're not going to be able to build your way out. So you'll need a backup save to get back out. Once you've made your save, you can kind of get between all these leaves here and drop down into the arena. And once you're in here, look at how big this place is. This is going to be either a huge boss or a very, very agile, fast-moving boss with all this room. I think they made the extra space because you're probably going to be able to bring your buggy in with you. And at this point, we'll probably all have the Orb Weaver buggy unlocked, and that is much bigger than the Red Soldier ant. So it might just be accommodating space for your buggy. There's these interesting webs found throughout the arena here, and if you kind of take a look at them, right now if you walk on them, you're gonna get stuck on them, but your Orb Weaver shouldn't. And I'm starting to wonder if this might actually be a way to traverse the arena, because they're kind of lined up to where if you go to one and look across, you see another one. So maybe you bounce across the arena, and that'll help you traverse this giant tarantula we're gonna be fighting down here in the arena. Just kind of bouncing from pad to get away quickly from its really fast attacks. Of course, that's all just speculation, but you can see the arena is in development right now. This will not be how it looks by the time they present it to us. It's obviously gonna be more detailed. There's gonna be some lighting changes, I'm sure, more cobwebs, who knows what's gonna be in here, but it'll definitely look polished, just like everything else they do in this game. As you can see though, over here, there is a section. It looks like you might be able to come in from this way. This is probably where we'll come in at. I broke the camera so I could go take a look back there, but there's nothing back there. It's pure darkness, and it's a bunch of untextured bushes, all in straight angles going up, all the way up, and the route that you can see from here actually just travels straight up as well. So you really can't see anything. I'm not gonna put it in the video, it's just too dark. So very cool scenes here. This is Axel's arena. We're pretty sure Axel's a tarantula. You saw the terrarium in the yard. Really quick though, just a quick shout out to Sidinky. His video is what led me to do this. So you can check out his channel, link in the description down below. All right, so let's take a look at the rest of the roadmap here. Now keep in mind these fall, winter, summer are very loose and probably subject to get pushed back. I wouldn't expect anything on time when it comes to early access, and neither should you. I've been through a lot of these games in early access. I play a ton of crafting survival games. Nothing's ever on time. So with a grain of salt, the winter update in 2025 here, Steam Deck's gonna get verified, and there's some stuff that's been redacted, and they don't want us to see that yet. So they've crossed it out, so I don't know what that next one is, but we got Playgrounds coming, Sour 2.0, Peeper 2.0. I don't know what Sour 2.0 is. Help me out in the comments there. But a new Peeper? That sounds cool. I don't know what they could do to the Peeper to make it better, but great. We get a new Peeper. They're gonna be adding coziness to the game, so all you base builders out there that love cozying up the place, you'll be getting buffs before you go out into BROOKHOLLOW Park based on how cozy you make your house, and those buffs really do help out, so I'm glad that's coming back. We'll be getting a ladybug buggy this winter. We can peep on the buggy, quality of life and interaction improvements. If we go down a little bit further, a cricket will be entering BROOKHOLLOW Park, an earwig, and new variants of existing insects. So much like in Grounded, we had the larva, and then we had the ladybird larva. We had ladybugs, we had ladybirds, red ants, black ants, fire ants, so that's pretty much what they mean by variants. And then the Tier 3 equipment and Tier 3 Omni tool will be unlocked starting this winter. We'll get a new building mushroom set 2.0, new furniture, new base defenses, and then way down the road, summer of 2026, something has been redacted. We got more smoothies, swimming, zip lines. They're going to be introducing watery buggies, which definitely means they're going to be introducing a pond or a lake or something in the park. There's going to be watery creatures. So let's just back up real quick. Watery buggies. Think about the implications there. We had diving bell spiders in Grounded, so perhaps we'll be able to get one of those guys and zip around the water on the back of a diving bell spider, or maybe even just a little more silly, like a tadpole. But maybe you're faster on a tadpole than you would be on the spider. So each of these creatures are going to have their pluses and their minuses, but yeah, there's going to be some cool stuff that we're going to be able to ride around on in the water. There's going to be Tier 4 equipment, Tier 4 Omni tool unlocks, watery equipment, and then this is probably the coolest thing. Watery bases. Now you could always build on a lily pad in Grounded, or you could build those floating foundations, but I don't think they mean that kind of stuff because that's not exciting, that's not new. Why even mention that? I'm thinking we're gonna be able to build literally under the water in Grounded 2, and now that would be amazing. And then the future plans, we've got something else redacted, but you're gonna have passive mutations, active mutations, more new buggies, buggy mutations, buggy customization, and then this is huge, buggy progression. So I'm thinking that means stats on your buggy and a way to increase those stats. If anybody out there plays Ark Survival Evolved, it's starting to sound a little bit like that, where you can get yourself a buggy and through progression, make it stronger, faster, whatever. I'm not quite sure what they have in mind, but it's starting to sound pretty dang cool. Of course, future plans will include new creatures, new park bosses, new colossi? Nobody knows. New armors, new weapons, Omni tool unlocks, new archetypes, new building materials, new buildings, customization, base moving. Wow. I played a game called Small Land. I think it was called Small Land. And you could move your base in that game, and it was incredible. The game would just kind of automatically copy and paste it on an identical tree located somewhere else in the park. Well, nothing's the same in Grounded, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but that's pretty cool. And then a whole bunch of different language texts will be available as the development process continues, and that is a look at the roadmap as it stands right now for Grounded 2. Hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and as always, it's been your boy Laggin24, and I will see you next time.